Hey everybody, it's David, and this is my entry into Jeff's contest over at Various Vinyl. He has recently hit 50 subscribers, and to show his gratitude, he is hosting a contest in which he's giving away a gift card from Amazon in the amount of $50. You've got until the 17th of this month to submit your entries, and he's asked us to share 5 bands or artists that we've seen in concert. And he'd like for us to share the album that they were on tour in support of. So I've got more than 5 bands, just 5 concerts though. And these are in chronological order. And I am going to start off with a band that I got to see in 2000 in Indianapolis. And that is one of my favorite bands, Oasis. And they were on tour in support of this album, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants. I saw them at the Murat Theater. The first and only time I've ever seen Oasis in concert. They've since broken up. That's a whole other soap opera in itself. But it was a great concert. This was the first time they were touring with a new lineup. You had Andy Bell replacing Giggsy on bass, and Cam Archer replacing Bonehead on guitar. Everyone was on their best behavior. Liam didn't spout off the mouth at anybody and cause any kind of fights. And the band that was with them that night is one that I'd never heard of, but I've since become a big fan of, and that was Travis. And they were touring on support of this album, The Man Who. Next is John Mayer, and this is his album Continuum. I got to see him in concert at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. This happens to be one of my favorite albums from John Mayer. It's kind of got an old soul sound to it and some blues on it. He played several songs from this album, and of course some songs from his first 2 albums. He's an outstanding guitar player, an excellent singer-songwriter. Just had a good time. My wife went with me. She wasn't the biggest John Mayer fan going into the concert, but after leaving, she had a new appreciation for him. Next is a band that I got to see in 2016 at Bogart's in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's just a small club. And that is BRMC, and they were on tour in support of this album, Spectre at the Feast. I still have the ticket stub there. Small venue. I was literally 10 feet from the stage. It was standing room only, so I had a really good time. There were 2 other bands there that were opening that night for them. The first was a female duo out of, I think, San Francisco. Deep Valley, excellent band, kind of a garage rock. And then there was another band there from Toronto called Death from Above 1979. Again, big sound. I really enjoyed that performance. And then BRMC came out. They played several songs from this album. They played a couple songs from their latest album, and then a lot of the hits from their other albums. One of my favorite shows that I've been to. I really enjoyed that small setting and just being so close to the stage. Hope they come back through the area sometime soon. Would love to see them again. But this is BRMC, Spectre at the Feast. See, next we have Pearl Jam. Saw them at Rupp Arena in Lexington again. They were touring in support of this album. It had just come out, and this is my first time ever seeing Pearl Jam in concert. Again, my wife went with me. We both had a blast. Pearl Jam didn't have any openers, opening bands that is, but they played for almost 3 hours and played all their hits. They played some cover songs. They played some Beatles. They played some Who. They played some Pink Floyd. Just an awesome concert. Looking forward to seeing them again when they come back through. But yeah, Pearl Jam. And the last concert I went to a couple years ago, I guess it's been. This is the Foo Fighters, and this is their album Concrete and Gold. Saw them in Lexington with my daughter Caitlin, and we both had a great time. The story behind this concert is that the Foo Fighters were supposed to have come the year before, like toward the end of the year, and had to postpone because Dave Grohl or someone had like a family emergency. So they rescheduled the concert, came back. Dave promised the audience, you know, we've got some making up to do. And so they played almost 2.5 hours. They played all their hits. They even did a little spoof in the middle where they did a song to the melody of John Lennon's Imagine, but sang the lyrics to Van Halen's Jump over top of it. It was just a good concert. Dave Grohl was just an excellent performer. I mean, he had the audience engaged the whole time. So it was a good concert. Opening for them that night was a band out of England called the Struts. I was familiar with the band, and it was good seeing them. They only played for like 30 minutes, but Luke, the lead singer, did come back out on stage when the Foo Fighters were on stage, and they did a duet with between him and Taylor Hawkins, the drummer, and they did a cover of Queen and David Bowie's Under Pressure. So great concert, a lot of fun, and looking forward to seeing both these bands again if they ever come back through the area. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Jeff, congratulations on your 50 subs. With these contest videos, you're bound to see a big spike. I hosted one at 100 subs and quickly jumped to like 150, 160. I've kind of been holding steady around the 170, 175 mark for the past several months, but I really don't care about my count anymore. I was just excited about hitting 100 so I could host my first contest, but I just really enjoyed the VC and all the videos from other members of the VC, and just, you know, commenting back and forth on their posts. Just a good time, and I learned a lot about some new artists that I've never seen or heard before. So it's been a great experience. If you are not familiar with Jeff's channel, I will post the link down below in the description. Go check him out. He's a big Kiss fan. Show him some love. Hit that like button on his page. And until next time, take care. Thanks.